Hi, welcome to my couch reupholster project. I found these two couches on the side of the road in our neighborhood, and I immediately loved the wood trim pieces when I saw them. I just knew that I'd have to save them from the dump. So I first wanted to show a couple things. I had already started digging into the love seat so that I knew what I was working with. That helped me to purchase all of the foam and webbing and such that I would need for the inside structure. Since I already took the back trim piece off of the love seat, I wanted to show on the couch how the cording connects to the wood trim there. Can't you see the potential on these? I love them so much. Back to the love seat. I unfortunately found that the trim on the front of the arm as well as the long trim piece on the bottom front are some sort of composite. It's not solid wood. So I am going to need to figure out a good way to clean up all the dents and scratches and fix the finish on those. Thankfully though, on the back trim piece, that is solid wood, so you can see the wood grain underneath here, so that will be nice to sand and refinish. And here you can see the old squished crumbly foam. It's really gross to touch. All the innards will be replaced for sure. And I also wanted to show the different fabric pieces and how they overlap on the front there. It's important to keep track of which piece goes where during the reupholster for sure. And so next on the back, one of the little extra pieces came off during my initial exploration, so I will need to hammer that back in. Oops. But you can see that these little bump pieces here help to give the back its curvy shape, and another little piece that will need fixing on that corner there as well. And a little close-up of the back inside of one of the arm pieces, just to show the crazy chopped up stuffing that plagued me this whole disassembly process. Next on the inside of the back are these awful springs. They are loose, rusty, and give the couch a bloated shape, so I will not be reusing these. And let's get straight into the process of taking these guys apart. I struggled a bit with the love seat and on the order to take everything off. There's definitely a learning curve to figure out what the best order of operations would be. Just to show just how disgusting these couches were, I don't know how long they were actually sitting out. I want to say it couldn't have been more than a day. We drive past the house that I got them from quite frequently. Even so, who knows how long they spent in someone's garage or whatnot. The fabric was torn, the foam was crumbling. Even if it came straight from inside someone's house, it's better safe than sorry. And to be safe, we checked them over for bugs and also sprayed them down with bug spray before we ever brought them into our garage. But this is why I will be wearing a mask in a garage with no AC in the middle of the Texas heat. Okay, so another close-up here to show how the fabric overlaps on the front of the arms here. There are the large crown staples that held the trim piece in from the other side. Here you can see the side panel of the arm is on top of this front panel here with the cording, which is on top of the seat base, which is folded over to create a nice seam over the inside of the arm panel. And this small roll of foam is what created the padding on the edge to outline the wood trim piece. Now I'm just going around the whole couch trying to figure out what the best way to take everything off is at this point, and taking lots of water breaks because it is hot, y'all. And about here is when I found out that the bottom trim was also not solid wood. Sad day. Here's a close-up of me trying to take off the seat cushions and seat base, courtesy of cameraman Kels.
I'm good.
I was finding a bunch of treasure in these couches. These guys definitely had kids. There were crayons, little plastic toy pieces, and a strawberry shortcake Game Boy cartridge. But most exciting is a possibly real gold chain. I don't know yet. I'm gonna have to clean it up and see. Taking these springs off was a feat in itself. They were held on with multiple of the same large crown staples that the trim was also attached with, and I had a hard time getting them out. Here's another close up courtesy of cameraman hubby, once again dealing with all of those springs. So then I cleaned up all of the stray staples, I vacuumed and sanded, and then I wiped it all down with some all-purpose cleaner and a microfiber cloth to get out as much of the grime as possible. And all done. I was so happy, but so tired. On to couch number 2. I was feeling more confident in the order in which to take each panel off. I took off staples holding the trim on first, and while I was down there, I loosened up the inside back panels as well, and I did a better job of cleaning up the loose staples as I went on this one, and even though it is a bigger couch, I feel like it took way less time. When I flipped the couch over, I then saw and realized that I was missing two of the feet. So I will have to fix this later. I'm not sure what I'm going to do right now. I might get all new feet for both of the couches or see if I can find some that similarly match, possibly. These feet on both of these couches gave me a ton of trouble. It seemed like the fabric was twisted up underneath them, so I ended up getting more help from Kelsey a few times. All of these cushions on the bottom were attached to the base with a million staples. I was really proud of myself when I finally muscled the cushions loose. Y'all, I found a whole phone lost in the cushions. Kelsey was able to get it turned on and found it was like a 16-year-old's first phone, like emergency only kind of deal, and had the address of the same place we picked up the couches from, so he went over and returned it. They didn't answer the door, unfortunately, so he wasn't able to explain how he found it, so I wonder if they just saw it there on the front porch and were just confused as to how it got there. So I finished up cleaning up the couch, did the same vacuum, sand, wipe down treatment, and there you have it, 2 cleaned up couch bones ready for new life. Come back for part 2 where I put it back together. Okay, thanks for watching, bye!